Hello, my name is Eugenia and I am so happy that you have decided to join me in this meditation. Every week I host a call for my breath family around the world. We like to start with a short meditation. Many of them have asked me if I could share the meditation so they could do it through the rest of the week. So here it is, available for anybody that wants to connect deeper with their breath and meditation. I invite you to find a comfortable and relaxed position for yourself. I also invite you to explore a little bit more about the principles of transformational breath, which are fundamental for these meditations. You can follow the link below to have a guided exercise to learn these basic principles. Get comfortable and let's get started. Feel the gentle in and out of your breath. Feel how your breath supports your heart. And together, the beating of your heart and the flow of your breath create a link to the present moment, to the here and now. For the only reality, the only truth is the next heartbeat and the next breath. And they are the continuous infinite link to all of life. And feel how they connect you through your true essence. And at the same time, they are the eternal link to your lineage and your ancestry. You feel the guidance and support that comes from this connection. You have not come to this world alone. You came as part of a family. And this lineage has gifts for you. Feel the strong bonds of support and nurturing, whether it was manifested on your physical life or not. There is an energetic link always there for you to nurture you. And as you claim this right, this nurturing and strength, you feel clearly now that there is space for you today to give back. And you give back by letting go of the stories that unfold, the ones that separate you from the love and the strength of the connection with your powerful ancestors. And you also realize now that as you grow and step into your power, you honor them and you plant the seeds for a stronger support for those that might come. This is your time to create a stronger, clearer link to the past and the future. We are one of the heartbeats on the infinite line of life. And the best way to honor that is to live your life fully and to love yourself deeply. And so you do, here and now. You surround yourself with love. You allow yourself to grow. You claim your rightful place in ancestry. And you are the heartbeat that beats with strength and clarity. I am alive. I am fully joyful. I am love. in this space of joy. I invite you now to gently start to bring yourself back, softly. Take a deep breath and feel the love. Take another breath and feel the light. And softly and gently start to move your body. Move the neck and stretch the arms. And when you're ready, you can also open your eyes and stretch if you need it. Good morning, beloveds. Let me fix my light a little bit. You come back. Don't forget to smile on the way back, because that's gonna stretch your face muscles and it's gonna keep you in that space of joy. You know, you have to, first of all, kind of honor his process and where he is. You know, there's two parts to this, right? One is for you to make peace with wherever he is and be at ease with that, you know, and I see joy in you, which is good, because he's gonna have his own journey and you can be there for him, you can be supportive, but he's gonna have to go through that, whatever that is. We don't know, right? So there's half of the work is what you need to do for yourself with your own emotions. And this is the deepest work we can do, you know, when it's our parents, when it's our children, they will always bring the deepest pieces for us. So make sure you breathe, make sure you get somebody else to facilitate you online, you know, do some toning when you come at home and you're doing your breathing for yourself. Then the second piece is how can you support him? And the first one is talk to him when he's conscious about what you notice. You know, I don't know how deep is your level of communication and how open your father might be to what you do, because this can go either way in families. So then just talk to your father. Tell him, you know, I notice when you're breathing with the machine, some emotion, some anxiety. I wouldn't say tell him panic attacks necessarily, you know, come. And, you know, I've been learning this, and if you are okay with it, I would like to help you a little bit. And then if he says yes, you can facilitate him in the hospital. But he needs to give consent. Because people who are bedridden, a little bit unconscious, is like breathing a baby. You're not just gonna grab that baby and breathe the baby. You have to ask the baby permission, right? Definitely speak to him. And I mean, it's beyond a good idea. It's like a necessary step for any help that we want to give. Okay. And then if he's open to it, just do some gentle facilitation on his belly, you know, just put your hand there. I mean, like, don't go all gung-ho, you know, just gentle breathing, make sure he's in his belly. And remember, the key piece is to make sure that belly is soft, because what he's facing, it's a difficulty to breathe, and that's bringing up, I'm gonna mute all of you guys, or if you could just mute yourself. I hear some echo. I don't know if you hear it too. So what you want to do is just make sure that belly is soft and relaxed, especially the lower belly. Chances are his belly is going to be tight. Because that's what happens when we cry, when we're in fear, when we're in panic. So you're going to have to get into that belly, and you're going to start softly, and you're going to push and push, and then you're going to coach him as you're doing this to continue to breathe softly and relax. Doesn't matter what the machine is doing, he still has his own flow. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
And the thing is, right now, his mind is going continuously to this thought of, I can't breathe on my own,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And the best thing he can do is, it doesn't matter if the air is going in or out, or if his lungs are working properly, or the air is passing to the blood or whatever, he can still maintain a soft, relaxed breath.
Mm,
Hmm. And
yeah.
that is going to send a message to his brain that he's okay. Every
Mm,
time he goes into a panicky breath, this puts the brain into fight or flight mode.
mm,
Adrenaline is rushing, and all the neurological and physiological responses are happening. And if he can keep that soft, relaxed breath, then no matter what is happening with his lungs and his oxygen levels, the brain
mm,
is hearing, I'm okay.
mm.
Because he is okay. The machine is doing what he needs, right?
Yes,
Now he
yes.
needs to, his brain needs to catch up with that.
Okay.
Okay, because when they're freaking out, you're gonna
Yes,
start to freak out. Okay,
yes,
your breath is gonna get faster and you're gonna lose focus. Okay, so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
first thing you do is you take a breath. Even if you need to, you take your hands off them. They're gonna be, "Ah," and you take your hands off them and you ground yourself. You check your breath. You make sure your breath is relaxed. You make sure you are breathing in your belly. You're not here on a panicky breath. Then you start doing everything else. This is going to be essentially important for you because he's your dad. So it's not like any client who's freaking out. This is your dad who you love. So the emotional level, but it's going to be higher. So first, you calm yourself. Second, you put your hand softly on the belly. Okay. So, well, ladies. Okay, so put your hand on the belly. Welcome the dinosaur. Pink dinosaur. Okay, you put the hand on the belly and you're gonna be very gentle. So you're gonna use soft, gentle, even pressure with the whole hand, okay? To start to feel around and you're gonna look for tension spots. Most times that belly is gonna be, the whole belly is gonna be tight and contracted. So you don't wanna go with your fingers because then you're gonna create more stress on that part of the body. So what you're going to do is you're going to go with your flat hand and you're going to gently, gently press, especially on the lower belly, to soften that tension and relax. Uh-huh. It's not going to be until that belly is soft that they're actually going to be able to take a full deep breath and start relaxing. Uh-huh. Then as you do this, you're going to say, so soft, gentle breaths, one breath at a time. Just take one breath, just one breath, one breath. Okay. Then, if they're not hearing you, then you ask them to open their eyes, so that you can create a visual anchor with them. So then you're gonna say, open your eyes and look at me. And they're gonna be freaking out. Just look at me. Yeah, that's it. Open your eyes. No, no, just open your eyes. Good. One breath, just one breath. Just one breath, one breath. Okay, and at the same time, look, I'm doing this, okay? So I'm focusing on the eyes and I'm doing this. Uh-huh. Do not ask them to open their eyes if you're freaking out, okay? just just don't do that. Just keep coaching them with your voice because if they see you like this, it's not gonna help. Then the most important thing they can do is to go back to the breath. Now, if they cannot go back to the breath, and if they are able, because sometimes they might not be able to do that, ask them to tone. Now, you might, if they're up for it, you're going to have to feel it. If they're up for it, they're going to have to make big sound. But sometimes the best thing you can do is to make gentle sound. Because they're, or they're crying or they're sobbing, and then you bring them to the scream, you add to it, So just start with gentle sound. You go, and then go, Sometimes you even have to go, a very soothing sound. Then you can also go to the big sound. Either one works, you feel it, okay? For your dad, it might be a little awkward, but he can still make sound with the machine. But the key piece, you calm yourself. You guys are gonna remember this right now with a pink dinosaur, okay? So the first piece is you relax yourself, coach them into getting back to the breath and soften the belly. And you have all the pieces. So Now, there's no sequence. If your intuition says ask them to tone first, you ask them to tone first, you know? If your intuition says stick with the belly, stick with the belly. But whatever you do, don't forget this is going to be the key piece. If you help your client, any client, in any situation when they're freaking out, to go back to the breath and soften the belly, you're going to get them through anything. Mm-hmm. But you have to soften the belly. Otherwise, you can coach them to go back to the breath 100 times and they won't stay there. And you can ask them to tone, that's going to help with the expression. But if you don't bring them back to the breath and soften the belly, integration will not be supported as quickly. Eventually, if they cry enough, they'll come out of it. But why is the connected breath so important? I think, first of all, the online sessions are a little bit more gentle in their flow, you know, and the integration is happening, but it's happening more at a pace that they can handle on their own. I want you to remember one of our cornerstones, which is the invocations. You're asking for guidance for yourself and for them, and you're connecting to their inner wisdom. So even an in-person session, we call the I am presence and higher self of that client, right? So the key piece, and this is something that facilitators learn over time, and some of us takes us longer. We're not doing the work, it is them with their inner guidance. And from my point of view, you know, it's God's help, honestly. You can give it any name you want. You can call it the energy, the ancestors, Mother Nature, whatever name you give it, you know. This is first cause and it's there. And that is what is doing the work. We all have beings of light here to support us, and they are working with their own guidance. We're just here to facilitate. We're not doing the process. So when in doubt, go back to that. If you feel hesitant or that things are not working, then do your invocations again. And you can actually do the closing invocations, even if it's the middle of the session, then you can do them again, you know, to ask for guidance and support in the completion of that is happening. Then you're going to have to use your voice, and your voice is going to have to be very calm, and you're going to have to reach out to them with that calmness coming through your voice. Guide them to facilitate themselves on their belly. I would recommend also turning them on their belly, because this is a very comfortable position where we all feel safe. Belly up, it's always a little bit more exposed, right? So turning them on their belly, doing some sound and movement over there. If you haven't turned them on their belly yet, maybe ask them to bring their knees to their chest, you know, to deepen the belly breath, because they might not have strength in their hands. So just that maneuver where they bring the knees up and they press it here. So anything that can help them get back into their belly. Toning will definitely help them in this case. But the key piece is to trust that this is going to be fine and they're going to be fine. And those of us like you and me, Melinda, who are very mental, take some time just to get there, you know. So this is a great question. So we have it present because now the mind knows step one is no, I'm not doing it, right? So now the mind knows where to direct itself.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this, because we all have somebody in our lives right now that we cannot go and see, that we wish we could. And it's really important to feel that connection even when we're not there. And I love that you're doing your own work, you know, just to look inside and be with your emotions and at the same time be there for her. So
Yeah.
it's this is a time of great growth, and sometimes that doesn't come without a price, emotional or any other shape. But yes, it's a good time to really become aware of the true nature of universe and the sense of oneness and vibration, and really understand the illusion that this separation is, because we keep buying into it. And I mean, it's not easy, but this is a good time to really feel it. And I thank you for that invitation, because yeah, we were with my sister talking, oh, we want to go see my dad. Well, we can't, he's fine, but it's just that sense of not having somebody here. Well, I want to let you know something, ladies. I'm not gonna be able to be with you next Monday. I might, but I don't wanna have you come and I am not here. And speaking about parents and stuff, my aunt, who I consider my mom and who's been a big part in my raising process, whose husband died a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago, is now really sick with a very critical condition with pain, and her daughter and granddaughter and great grandchildren that are in the house with her right now are a little overwhelmed. So they all have their own things happening. So she's coming to be here with us, and she's gonna be this. This is my bedroom, guys. I've been in my bedroom all these weeks, but this is gonna be her bedroom now. So I don't know how this is gonna work and how I'm gonna set up, because this house is busy. We have young adults and we have pets and we have cats, dogs, cats, and whatnot. So I want to make sure that I find my flow, and we're coming to get her in a few days, and we'll be just settling into that. So I want to give myself that week for her, so I don't have to stress about being with you and being with her, and then we will carry on with our flow. But I don't want you to come and then I'm not here. So I wanted to let you know with enough time so that you can have a break for one Monday. I'm gonna miss it so much. If I feel I'm all settled, I will send the invitation, okay? To let you know that, yes.